How's it going, guys? Jace here, back with another standard video, and today we have a mono black mid-range deck. This is a really fun deck, very aggressive, kind of mid-range because it does go towards the top end, but it is quite an aggressive deck straight out of the gates. Now, best of one is all about aggro decks, and this deck is pretty good. It has some really good early game, really good mid game, and okay-ish late game, but we really want to be, kind of beating our opponent in that mid game, kind of early mid. Right, on a removal in black, obviously. Probably the strongest color in standard right now. Let's take a look at this deck. So we're running 3 copies of Cut Down, really cheap removal, great for removing most threats, really good, especially in best of one. There's a ton of small creatures around, really good removals, 3 copies of that. Then we have 4 copies of Evolved Sleeper, really good 1-drop, the ability to level it up over time if you've got excess mana lying around, and it can give you card draw. It can become a really big threat, 4/4 Death Touch, and bigger, is incredibly strong, really strong. So this is a really good 1-drop that can scale really well into the mid to late game. Then we have 3 copies of Razorlash Transmorgrant. This is good. It's a good cheap threat. Gets in there, can't block, it's fine. It's aggressive, 3/1 for 2 mana. You get in there, you can bring it back as well if your opponent has a ton of non-basic lands. But this just gets in there and it just keeps hitting your opponent. Really good, cheap, aggressive creature. Then we have 1 copy of Transmogrant's Crown. It's a nice little one-off to have. Basically allows you to keep drawing cards, especially when your creatures are dying left, right, and center. Plus also making them a little bit bigger. It is very good. You don't want too many copies of this, so just a nice little one-off to have if and when you draw it. Then we have 4 copies of Go for the Throat. Go for a Throat, in my opinion, is better than Infernal Grasp. The life loss is very relevant, especially in best of one, and there isn't that many artifact creatures that you really want to kill. Go for the Throat is just all-round really good removal spell. Then we have 2 copies of Misery Shadow. A 2-drop, 2 mana, 2/2 that scales quite big. Now, if a creature opponent control would die exile instead, very relevant. Great against like underdogs. It's just good against anything that actually cares about going to the graveyard as well, or triggering, dying abilities. So this is a really good creature, and the fact is it can scale with the excess mana is very relevant. Then we got 4 copies of Tenacious Underdog. Just a great 2-drop since it came out. Very aggressive, gets the job done, can give you some mid to late game card draw as a recurring threat. Very strong creature. Then we have 3 copies of Graveyard Trespasser. Great creature. 3 mana, 3/3. Get that life draining going, drain your opponent for 1 life. Remove stuff in graveyards, that's the main thing. Being able to remove underdogs or anything relevant in your opponent's graveyard. Life gain's very good as well. And the ward, it makes it tough for your opponent to remove. They're 2 for 1 in themselves every single time they want to remove it. And it's not bad, it's a good aggressive threat. I really rate this card, especially when it flips. Then we have 3 copies of Gix. Really strong. Really strong legendary creature. 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, you can choose to lose 1 life and you get to draw a card. How good's that? It's 7 mana activated abilities, rarely ever used. It's not that great. But it's just a good cheap threat. Gets in. 3 mana, 3/3 is okay. That card draw stacks up massively. And card draw is really important for keeping the gas on in this deck. Then we have 1 copy of Sheoldred. Now you may be thinking, why only 1? Why not more? It is quite expensive. We are kind of leaning towards that aggressive style for this deck. And I do rate it. It is good, but it is quite clunky. It is a very strong creature. Gives you that life gain, really punishes your opponent. Big blocker, but there's a ton of aggressive decks in the format and best of one. So you don't want to be spending 4 mana on this. You want to be getting in there and dealing some damage. Then we have 4 copies of Invoke Despair. One of the, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the format right now. 5 mana. Your opponent basically sacrifices pretty much everything. If not, they lose a bunch of life and you draw a bunch of cards. I mean, being able to get rid of enchantments and planeswalkers as well as creatures is incredibly strong, and this is the real top end of this deck. Very good, and you'll probably see in the next few games that we'll play that this is gonna do really well. Then we have 4 copies of Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Now you may be thinking 7 mana is really expensive, but we could play it for 3 if we do. It's a 3 mana 3/3 with lifelink, menace, and they have to pay 3 life to target it. That's a great pressured creature. And if we get to the late game, we have 7 mana, we just play as a 7/5 with lifelink, and they have to pay 7 life to target it. Absolute powerhouse, mid to late game, great card. And it really punishes your opponent as well to try and remove it. Menace is very relevant, lifelink is very relevant. I really rate this card in this deck. Then we have just a bunch of swamps, 19 swamps. Then we've got 2 lots of the Abandoned Mires to bring back some creatures, and then we're running 3 copies of Mishra's Foundry. Don't run too many because you want to, the 4/4, you want to make sure you hit your black sources for the Invoke Despair. But it's great, have enough threat, dealing, 2 damage when your opponent, trading creatures, stuff like that. It can be a really good little man land. So overall, it's a nice little addition. So that is the main deck. We're about to play 5 games of best of 1. Give this deck a try. The link is in the description below, so definitely go and give this deck a try. And then we're going to play 5 games, then we're going to come back and we're going to give a little review of the deck list, anything that I would change, and we'll go from there. Alright, let's get into the first game. Going into game number 1 with the mono black deck. It's looking pretty good. It's a pretty decent hand. Yeah, we got removal, we got a threat, got a mid-game kind of powerhouse card. Yeah, we'll keep that. It's a pretty decent hand. Yep, we'll keep. Opponents on the play, probably an aggro deck. Looks like aggro to me. Okay, right, play a land and pass. Yep. Sure. Wow, 2. Kill one of them. That's fine. Play a land and we shall pass. These are really good, actually. Pretty good. Yep. More hasty boys. Well, he's an artifact. Okay, we won't go for the throw that. We'll cut down that then. Didn't realise that was an artifact. It's not good. Right, land. We'll play the underdog and we'll play the evolved sleeper. Okay, now we need to draw some land. That's what our opponent's going to do. Buff the chicken. Wow. Really buff the chicken. 5-3 chicken. Good job we got that go for the throw for the chicken. Good. We won't attack, just in case it's got anything with haste. As we've already seen multiple times. Nothing, okay. Really could do with a land though. Took our opponent. Okay, right, now we'll attack. We'll buff the evolved sleeper. Lightning strike my face. Okay. Maybe they just got loads of lightning strikes. Mechanized warfare. That's a really good card, that. That's a really good card as well. So what we'll do is we'll attack. We'll attack for everything. Apply some pressure on our opponent. The fact that this has lifelink is really, really useful. Really good. Especially against them on a red aggro deck. It's going to cost them life to deal with it as well. Lightning strike the creature. Interesting. And they conceded. Alright, 1-0 so far. Not bad, not bad. Right, game number 2. This is actually, again, a really good hand. Land. Nice variety of spells. No removal, which is a problem, but it's fine. Not too bad. See what our opponent plays. See if it's another aggro deck. It is. Mono red again. Back to back. Okay, right. Hopefully we can get some decent damage in. We've got a good aggressive hand for them to deal with. Good for us. Loads of Graveyard Trespassers. I think we're just gonna get in here with the shadow. Yep. Get that on play. I know we don't have a trigger, but it's fine. Let's just get a threat down. This is going to get a pretty big creature unless we draw a removal spell fast. We got there. Looks like we got Monetary Swift Spear. Getting in. We're not going to block. We're going to try and race them. Yep. Swift Spear, yep. Underdog. I think here we want our Trespasser to flip. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in 1, 2. There we go. Get in for some good damage. Do we want to play? I feel like we just want to Force our opponent's hand here. See what they play. We've got a good amount of blockers. We need a removal spell. He's getting big. He's getting big. What we got? Land. That's fine. Apart from the 3/4, Breach is pretty big. 3, 4, 5, 6. 9. 4 attack for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 and 12. We won't block. Yep. First strike, that's fine. Didn't draw a removal spell. Could have done a removal spell there. Not good, not good. Right. I think here we are gonna get in. Or do we? I think we just stay back. Yeah, we're just gonna stay back. Gonna stay back. See what happens. See what our opponent does. We're gonna probably just level up the Evolved Sleeper. Another Reckless Impulse, okay. Pops Carnivage. We really need a removal spell. As soon as we find a removal spell, that's pretty much it. Our opponent hasn't actually drawn. Haven't really got any creatures in the graveyard yet. There's a bit of pain, but these are gonna flip back. Could be a problem. We are on 8. Take at least 1 from the chicken. Okay, he's getting in, he's getting in. We will block this time. We'll block. Here. In fact, we'll double block here. And we'll block here. Or do we chump block? Yeah, I think that's fine. Lightning Strike. Play of fire in my face. Okay. Not good for us. Make this bigger. Bigger. Or do it all time. Play Lightning Strike for 1 mana? I think you can play it for 1, can't he? This makes it cheaper. No, okay. He has a play with fire. Wow. Okay, we're on 3. He's got Lightning Shock. We're dead next turn. We are indeed dead next turn. He's on 10. Have a creature in the graveyard now. Twisted lived. That was a big problem. Us stuck on land is not helping. We're dead regardless. We can't deal 10 now. Oh, I think that's game. There you go. Well done. Okay, let's look at our open hand. Good. Again, good variety. Hopefully we're not playing against mono red. We do play it against it twice now. Let's get these Evolved Sleepers out of there. Good mixture. Good amount of removal and threats. On turn 2, we're going to lead off with the Razorlash. That's fine. We might not lead off with the Razorlash. We're going to go land. Actually, yeah, we'll go with the Razorlash. Why not? Let's get a threat on the board. Can't block, but it's a good card to apply pressure to our opponent. And it's not a really great target for him to kill. Not very good. Whereas the Misery Shadows, you play and they just kill it, it's not very good. Okay, another Harvester, that's fine. Is he gonna get rid of it? We're gonna see him kill off one of his vampires? No? No, okay. We did draw Growth of Freight, that's a really good draw. Okay, we're gonna keep the Growth of Freight just because he might play Sheoldred. So we'll attack here. See what our opponent does. Probably just take 3. He's gonna block, okay. We're happy with that. We're gonna cut down this. And then we'll play a Shadow. And we'll see what our opponent plays next. Of course, Sheoldred, we can go for the throat, level up the Evolved Sleeper, get in for some damage. Cut down. Good. Kind of annoying, but oh wow, okay. Fine, good job. We've got another one. And we'll pass. Yep. That is a scary card. That's a very scary card. I'm glad that's gone. Not looking good though. Okay, we can kill that. At the beginning of your end step. Yeah, that's not going to get to his end step. We're going to deal with that. Good for us. We'll level up our Evolved Sleeper. For another land. Not good. Level him up again. Level him up again. It's good. Good little threat there. See what our opponent does. We did draw a creature. Healy, okay. Make some foxes.
If I can build it, I can beat you with it.
Replay this as well. Okay. Oh, we can bring back something, but I think here we're going to play a land. We're going to bring back this. And we're going to attack. We'll attack Healy. He'll block. And we'll play an underdog and pass. I mean, I could have animated the land actually, thinking about it, but it's fine. Or blitzed the underdog. It's alright. Cut down. Yeah, that's fine. Not bad. We'll pass turn. What's our opponent going to do? Yep, tap the blood token, draw cards.
Of course I can improve on ancient designs.
Healy's a good card, good planeswalker. Liliana. That is a problem.
Enough with the mysteries.
Yep.
I've come.
We'll sacrifice the guy that can keep coming back.
One of your friends has to leave.
Not looking good for our opponent here. Draw. Ooh, really good card, really good card. We're definitely going to use... actually no. This is what we're going to do. We're going to animate the land. Wing. Do that. No, actually, we got 6, 5. Don't have enough, actually. Okay, right, we're going to Invoke Despair. Because why not? Yep. And they conceded. We'll take that. We'll take that. 2-1 so far. Didn't play against mono aggro, mono red again, so that's good. Right, let's get into game number 4. Okay, right. Game number 4. Yeah, it's a fine hand. Got removal, got land, got some good early game threats. Mono red. Oh, it's mono, third mono red. Wow, lots of mono red right now in the format. In best of one. I mean, it's a good best of one deck. We might have to give it a go ourselves, but it is very good. Especially with the start of that. Great start from our opponent there. We're just going to pass. We're going to go for the throat. This guy. Because he's annoying. Yep, they're out of the gates quick. We need some more removal, that's for sure. I'm going to take 3 here. That's okay, it's not great cards. And then next turn, Sheoldred would be a really good draw. Oh, that is a big... And one mechanized warfare. Wow. And Beltogridge can't block. I think we've could lose this. Play another underdog. Okay, right. This could be a really quick game for mono red. It's just, it can be just tough. Yeah. Yes. Block this one. Got a 1. Any moment now we die, right? Yeah, that's a shame. Can't get rid of that warfare, but... Go attack on the creature that can't block. I think we're dead. Any burn spell kills us. Creature of haste doesn't. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll play a Gix. We're definitely not drawing a card. That is dead certain. Get in for jam in for 6. We are not drawing any cards. Nope. Come on. Don't draw a burn spell. Don't draw a burn spell. Okay, we've done it. We've done it. Oh, survived on 1 life. That was so lucky. So lucky. Right, 3-1 with the deck now. 3-1. Come on. Coming into game number 5. Can we play something other than mono red? Okay, right. Last game. Game number 5. Take a look at this. This actually is a really good hand. Oh, come on. We got a really good start. And we're on the play as well. Very, very strong hand here. Yeah, 1 drop, 2 drop, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Really good start. Really good. Please not mono red. Hopefully it's playing black. Oh, maybe mono black. Maybe mono black. We're going to level him up straight away. Getting that damage. Getting that damage. We could have kept up with the throat, but it's not really worth it. Is he going to play a removal spell? Underdog. I think we're just going to kill that and back in, I think. I think we might. I think that's going to be our best bet. Let's deal with it. And we're going to get in. And then next time we can play the Graveyard Trespasser and we can get rid of it. Now the downside is if our opponent plays a turn 4 Sheoldred, because we just used to go for the throat. That's the only issue. We could have played Gix, but then he would have traded. So that wasn't very good. That wouldn't be really good for us. So I think next turn we'll play Mishra's Foundry. We'll play the Graveyard Trespasser. And we'll see how it goes. We want to start leveling up this guy. Okay, our opponent hasn't played anything, so missed the land drop. So we'll play Mishra's Foundry. And we're going to lead off with Gix. We must answer threat. They played a land, pass turn. They're going to kill Gix. That's fine. Taking more damage. Okay. Maybe could have played I was going to play Trespasser, but I thought, well, get kicks out of that. Okay, they played their own Trespasser. It's a pain. It is a pain. But that's fine. We're going to play our own. They played their own Evolved Sleeper. Okay. Not bad. Oh, that's a really good draw. The right. Graveyard Trespasser. Boom. Get rid of their underdog. We don't want to see that anymore. Again. They got trade. Okay, they offer up trade. We'll take that trade any day. They might play Lily. They might play Invoke Despair here. He's going to attack. Offering the block. Just going to take it. He's on 12. I'm on 20. I don't really mind if he spends all his mana leveling up this 1-1. Oh, that's a good card. That's a good card. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. We'll take that any day. Back to back. Invoke Despairs. In a matchup like this is very strong. And we got the cut down as well. Boom. Get rid of that. And we're going to swing in. We're going to get rid of their Graveyard Trespasser. Do they want to block? Do they want to... No? Okay. Okay. I mean, they got lifelink, so... Well, we got another Invoke Despair. Main team got another one. Oh boy. It's looking good for us. It's looking real good. And they animated them... Oh, they're getting greedy. They could have kept that. But now... It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. We draw a land. We did. And they conceded. If they kept the man land back, they could have animated the man land to sacrifice for the Invoke Despair so they can keep their worm around. But they were greedy. They went in for the kill. They didn't expect the back-to-back Invoke Despair. 4-1. We did play against Mire 3 times though. Alright guys, 5 games. Went 4-1 with the deck. Played against Mono Red 3 times. Got 1 loss against it, but the rest is pretty good. Now, Mono Red's actually an okay matchup. As you can see, I haven't really changed anything in the deck. I think the deck's really good right now. I would have to change anything in this deck. I'd probably drop 1 copy of the Razorlash, and I would probably add in a 2nd copy of Sheoldred. But apart from that, I think the deck's really, really strong right now. And especially best of 1, if you're playing against Mono Red or the Humans deck or anything like the Soldiers deck, having creatures with lifelink is very relevant. And this deck has a decent amount of life gain. Now, the downside is on Mono Black, so if your opponent goes really, really wide, you have no way to deal with all their creatures, right? We don't have Mihawk Massacre anymore. We have to try and 1-for-1 them as much as we can. But if they overwhelm us, it can be quite difficult, as you saw in some of those games. It can be very, very tricky to claw back, especially when you're behind. But overall, this is a really good deck, so definitely give this deck a try. The deck list is in the description below, so make sure you go and check that out and give it a try on Arena. Alright guys, that is it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.